You may be seated. Good afternoon. Welcome to everyone for attending. Grantham University graduates, parents, families, friends, faculty, staff, honored guests. Honored guests today include our chairman of the board of directors, Mr. Tom Macon. And we also have one of our board of directors that has accompanied me, Mr. Lindsey Streeter, who's a part of the ceremony. Glad to have them both. I am Thomas Rame. I serve as the chairman of Grantham's Board of Governors, and I'm honored to do so. I've been fortunate to be a part of the university board for several years. And I say sincerely that graduation day is without a doubt the highlight and most favorite day of the year for all of us here that are with you today. There is no greater accomplishment for anyone than to achieve the higher education that will set you apart for greater success. It is a beginning. You have not reached the finish line. It has been our privilege to have walked beside you through this important journey that you have been on. So on behalf of all of us in the Grantham family of supporters, please accept our heartiest thanks for choosing Grantham University to attend, and our congratulations go to you on your achievement. At this time, I want you to give yourself a hand. Very good. We have a wonderful afternoon in store for you, and I'm quite sure you're anxious to get started so that we can all enjoy this special day to the fullest. Now, before we start, we need to do two things. All of you in the audience here, please take a minute to ensure that your cell phone and all electronic devices are in the silence mode and will not interrupt the ceremony. And secondly, we're going to begin this ceremony in the best way possible by giving thanks. Allow me to introduce Ms. Tina Freestone, Grantham University's Associate Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences, to deliver our invocation. Tina?
Good afternoon, Grantham. Excuse me. Good afternoon and welcome. We gather here today understanding that we come from different places and cherish different beliefs. It is within this diversity that we stand united in gratitude for this commencement. I now invite you to reflect quietly, expressing thanks for our many blessings and accomplishments. Creator, we are grateful for the graduates gathered here. Give them the grace to make a difference for good wherever they may find themselves in the years ahead. For all who pursue education, grant not only the knowledge they need in their chosen fields, but also the wisdom to apply that knowledge. For those in military service and our first responders, we are grateful for their protection of our freedoms. May they serve our country, communities, and all of humanity with integrity and honor. For all of the faculty, staff, and families who work tirelessly supporting our graduates, may they be a blessing to those whose lives they personally touch. Remember, graduates, your graduation symbolizes your role in a dynamic partnership with Grantham University. You and Grantham are forever connected through our collective commitment to create a better tomorrow because of the education we celebrate today. From this pivotal point onward, go forth with gratitude, humility, and unbounding strength to make your impact as an individual and as the part of class of 2019. Now, I ask all graduates and guests to stand for the presentation of the colors by Olathe Kansas Police Department, which will be followed by the singing of our national anthem. Please remain standing until the color guard exits the theater.
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
What a beautiful rendition of our national anthem. Thank you. Graduates, honored guests, please be seated. I want to stand up here so I can see your smiling faces, because you can't really see anything back there, because I know you're all smiling. All right, ready? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you. I'm Dr. Anthony Petroy. I am Grantham University Interim President, Provost, and Chief Academic Officer. Way to go. So, as I was thinking about what I wanted to share with you today, I remembered this story. I was in Phoenix, actually Scottsdale, Arizona, and I was doing one of the things that I love to do most. I was climbing the Camelback Mountain. I thought it was a difficult morning, a challenge, a climb, but I finally made it to the first major landing. Wow, what a feeling. But then I thought, what would it be like to reach the higher peak? So, as I was looking at debating whether I should continue climbing or I should actually be satisfied with where I was, I couldn't help but to think about this exact day. This is a day that we are celebrating your challenge, right? So we are actually here to celebrate your climb and your achievement on this very day. So it is my honor and my privilege, and I am humbled to welcome all of you to this special ceremony. So let's get this party started. I have some fun facts for you. This afternoon, we will recognize more than 200 graduates out of a class of 1,700. And we are absolutely delighted to be celebrating alongside you today and welcoming you to the Grantham alumni family. As you look around you, take pride in being a part of a diverse group of dedicated learners. As you traveled throughout your life, you may run into fellow Grantham graduates wherever you go. They might be a neighbor or a coworker. And take that opportunity to celebrate that moment with your fellow Grantham brother or sister and that unique bond now that you share. Your fellow classmates come from 50 states, 7 countries, including Italy, India, and Singapore, and all ethnicities, all stages of life, and a broad spectrum of experiences. While most of you are in your 30s and 40s, your class stretches from 19 to 80 years of age. About half of you are affiliated, like me, with the military in some way, be it active duty, thank you, be it active duty, veterans, or family members. And you come from all branches of the military, including Army, Navy, Air Force, the Marine Corps, and the National Guard. Many of you are the first in your families to earn a college education, and others are working on multiple degrees. In fact, 7 of you are graduating with 4 or more degrees from Grantham. And 145 of you are wearing the gold honor cord today, which signifies earning a grade point average of 3.5 or higher in the undergraduate degrees. And a 3.67 grade point average for graduate students. You have all done extremely well, especially with all of the challenges and obstacles that come with being an adult learner, such as juggling a full-time job and/or raising a family. We are proud to recognize your achievements. How did you find the time? You're probably asking yourself that now, right? What a tribute to you and all of your hard work. While you each have individual reasons and motivations for earning your degree, all of you are here today because of your determination to expand the opportunities available to you and make a difference for yourself, for your families, and for your communities. Again, congratulations. Today is truly a monumental milestone for you. It is also an especially proud day for me. I've had the privilege and opportunity to talk to, email, or text with many of you and had discussions with the deans throughout the past several months to learn more about your individual student experience and needs, and met even more of you yesterday at the meet and greet. Your stories are amazing. Thank you for sharing your stories, your challenges, your personal journeys to reach this pivotal point. You have enriched my life, as well as the lives of the faculty and staff who gather here around you. You've allowed us a glimpse into your lives and what this degree means to you. What is abundantly clear is that there is a common thread woven amongst all of you here today: perseverance. You have each shown what determination and resolve really look like, and I thank you for that view. And while I know each of you have your own remarkable experience to be celebrated, I'd like to call out a few in the audience who also represent your class's challenges and achievements. Speaking of challenges and achievements, I really want to bring your attention to a student who shares a belief that I hold dear: it's never too late to learn. Joan Ziegler, would you please stand? Please remain standing for a second, Joan. Celebrating her first degree at the age of 80 was so important to her. Joan from Greensboro, North Carolina, made her first airplane flight all the way to celebrate with us. These are a lot of firsts, Joan. Joan continues to lead a full life, complete with a very large family. I found out yesterday, it just says large here, but apparently it's very large. Devotion to her faith, and the many twists and turns life seems to present us with. Through it all, she never lost sight of her goal of college education. At age 77, she started at Grantham. And just 3 years later, we are proud to award her with a highly deserved associate degree in criminal justice. Please be seated. Congratulations. You're good. In Italian, un larietto è stato in grado di compiere il viaggio di quasi 5.000 miglia per celebrare la sua laurea con noi di Milano in Italia. English, one graduate was able to make the nearly 5,000-mile journey to celebrate his graduation with us all the way from Milan, Italy. Yvonne Borelli, will you please stand? Yvonne is graduating today with his bachelor's degree in business management. Yvonne is also a multiple Grantham degree earner. He earned his associate degree in information systems back in 2007. Yvonne, we are honored that you chose to make the journey to be here today and allow us the opportunity to celebrate your achievement with you. Molto bene. Like many of our military in attendance today, Rebecca Riddle, please stand. From Ivor, Virginia, Rebecca graduates as a Navy veteran with multiple combat tours. Who knew that advancing her civilian career depended on advancing her education? Since earning her master's degree in information technology, Rebecca has been promoted as a leader of a large IT team. And I'm sure there are even more great promotions ahead of her. Congratulations. Okay, this one's dear to me too. Next, I'd like to ask all graduates who are also Grantham employees to please stand. I commend you all for overcoming a very unique challenge. You all have managed to achieve your degrees while supporting these other students in the pursuit of their degrees. You helped them achieve their goals while tackling your goal, the same goal, along with them. Your dedication and perseverance is to be commended. Thank you. Okay, Lindsey Bridgman, are you here? Are you up in the... Lindsey, our Vice President of Student Financial Services, is also graduating with her master's degree today, alongside her husband, Brian. Would you both please stand just for a minute? They are both receiving their MBA today. What an achievement to accomplish your educational goals together. A true example of teamwork and perseverance. We are so proud of you both. Congratulations. And finally, speaking of achieving your educational dreams together, 18 of you are graduating alongside a family member, whether it's a spouse, a child, a sister, brother, or even a parent. What a better way to support a loved one's pursuit of education than to join right alongside them. One such couple is LaPetris, or Peaches, as she's called, and Cedric Turner. Would you both please stand? Cedric, an active duty sailor in the Navy, and Peaches are both graduating today with a master's in performance improvement. But that's not all. Combined, they now have earned 5 degrees from Grantham together. Cedric, an associate's, bachelor's, and now master's, while Peaches has earned her bachelor's and now master's from Grantham. What a great story of persevering together. Nice job. Okay, at this time, I would like all graduates in attendance today, if you're graduating today with a spouse, family member, or loved one, to join Peaches and Cedric, and please stand. Let's give these graduates a hand. Great. I share these highlights with you as examples of why many of you chose education, persisted, and are here today celebrating your achievement. Taking care of your families, serving as role models, career advancement, military deployments, these are just some of the obstacles this Grantham class of 2019 has climbed to reach their goals, to be here today, to celebrate their achievement. I won't ask for many more, but let's have a round of applause for each of you for having made what at times may seem impossible come true. And of course, for all the family members, friends, mentors, colleagues, everyone who has been in your circle of support, graduates, please turn around, face your loved ones, and join me in showing your appreciation for all those who have supported you on this journey. And I would like to ask our faculty and senior leadership team members in attendance today to stand and be recognized. Please join me in a round of applause for their hard work, guidance, and dedication to the success of our students and graduates. Coming back full circle to that day on Camelback Mountain, I did keep climbing, and yes, I reached the highest point. And on my way down, I noticed a sign that said, "Come back in October." It was July in Arizona. It was 115 degrees. What was I thinking? So I did go back, and I went back again and again, and it's one of my favorite things to do. Anyway, my personal example is for a fun achievement on one day. Not nearly the magnitude of what you have accomplished over the past few years at Grantham. But my message is this: keep growing, keep reaching. Your opportunities are just starting with this important degree you have worked so hard to achieve. You've already proved that you have the ability to accomplish big things, so keep going. It's what you do with this piece of paper that matters most. And your next big accomplishment is just around the corner, so go for it. Put your education to use and do good for yourself, your family, and your community. With that, please allow me to introduce your keynote speaker today, a man who is a tremendous example of serving the community and bettering the lives of others. Someone not ever daunted by challenges. Mr. Mark Dupree is the district attorney for the 4th largest county in the state of Kansas. He created the first ever conviction integrity unit in the state of Kansas and is known for his community involvement, including the creation of the Brilliant Outstanding Leaders Determined to Be the Difference initiative. Mr. Dupree is also the senior pastor at a local church and volunteers his time as well on the Kansas Bar Association Board of Governors. Graduates, I now give you District Attorney, Juris Doctorate, and Senior Pastor Mark Dupree.
Well, can everyone do me a favor and let's show some love for these graduates and make some noise in here for what you have done. Come on, that's not good enough. There we go. Mr. President, Board of Governors, staff, all of you, I appreciate this opportunity. And to you graduates, I commend you. I will start by saying, as a Pentecostal preacher, I usually have a timer in front of me. And they didn't put a timer in front of me. But my wife is here, and I don't see her, but I know if I go too long, she's going to yell amen at me. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to push my own timer, And I'm going to start. I'm pretty, competitive, and I found out that a couple years ago a speaker went for a certain amount of time, and I want to beat that time by at least a minute and a half. And so let me start now. There is something that we usually use in the church. It's called the 5 B's, and those 5 B's are be brief, brother, be brief. Well, I'm not going to use that today. However, I want to bring your attention to a few other B's. And the first B I want you to remember is bold. Say it with me. Say, I'm bold. You are bold because you decided to go and get your degrees at 77 years old. You are bold because you decided to go to college and get your degree when you had your family, while you was already in your careers, while you had your wife, while you had your husband, while you were looking for both. It doesn't matter, but you were bold and you said, I'm going to do it despite what it looks like, despite what it feels like. I'm going to do it because I am bold enough to do it. So graduates, I congratulate you on being bold. Now say, I'm better. Say better. You are better because you came to Grantham. That was a shout out to y'all. You were better because after you realized that you can do something and be bold, you stepped out and you signed up and you sat in front of a computer, God bless you, while your wife was yelling, while your husband was crying and your baby was whining, or whichever one of those go, and you still were better because you stayed focused and you got your education and you completed this thing. So not only are you bold, but now you're better because of your education that you have, whether it's your associates, whether it's your bachelor's, whether it's your master's, and somebody had 5 degrees. I don't know what you got. But you are definitely better, but you're better for a reason. You're better for a reason. Someone say, give back. You're better because we need you to give back. So let me tell you about myself. I'm looking at my clock. It's only been 2 minutes. And so when I was born and raised right across the water here in the inner core of Kansas City, Kansas, Wyandotte County, where the graduation rate in high school was less than 50%. In fact, they used to call my high school the Lean on Me. Some of y'all know the movie. Mr. Clark, Mr. Clark. I was in that school and it was horrible and it was bad. And I remember growing up and my mother and father, who were not educated, they did not have a degree, but all they had was neology. Somebody say amen. And so they prayed a whole lot, and they prayed for me. And when I was in school and there was gunshots going and people selling drugs all around me, and I was staying focused and I was praying, and I had a teacher come to me after I told her I want to go to college. She said, you are not smart enough. She said I wasn't smart enough, and like I just said, I'm a little competitive, so she didn't understand what she did to me. And so I practiced and I studied, I worked hard, and I got into the University of Kansas, and I went to the University of Kansas, and yes, it was a struggle. It was a struggle, yes, because I may not have been ready, but I was going. And when I got there, I studied, and it was so many people in there, and I remember distinctly this professor in a room full of 400 students, and he asked a question, and everybody's hand, I promise it felt like that, went up to answer it except for mine. I said, now this is not going to be okay. I'm going to have to work harder. By the time I got to my senior year, I said I wanted to go to law school. And I told my father, who was the pastor at the time, and he said, son, just pray about it, and if you want to go, then the Lord will help you. Now, I got to tell you, I continue to relate back to the Lord because that is my faith. And so whatever your faith is, you believe in what you believe. But for me, that was Jesus Christ. And so I began to pray. And I asked God, I said, well, Lord, I need your help to get into law school. And I went to a professor. You know what? Y'all are not these professors in my life. But I told this professor I wanted to go to law school, and she said, well, maybe you want to do something else. So, of course, I went on and I made it to law school. And when I got into law school, I studied, and then I ran into this beautiful woman who is now my wife and the mother of all 4 of my children, and later became my law partner. Yes, shout out to my wife. And when I was there, I struggled and I had tough times, but I made it through. And I said, well, why am I doing all of this? Why am I doing all of this? And I graduated. I took the bar exam. I struggled, but I got through the bar exam and I became a lawyer. I was a prosecutor right here in Kansas City, Missouri. And then I became a defense lawyer and I was fighting for the constitutional rights of individuals. And then the Lord said to me, I want you to run to become the district attorney in Wyandotte County, which is the chief law enforcement official for the county. And there has never been a person that looked like me in that position in the state of Kansas. Listen, y'all stop. Y'all taking up my time. Y'all taking up my time. And so when I heard the Lord say this to me, I went and I talked to someone who I believe knew the politics and knew what should and shouldn't happen. And this person told me it has never been done before. And so maybe you want to be an assistant district attorney. Y'all know what it did, right? And so when they told me that I couldn't, I did. And I am now the first African-American district attorney in the state of Kansas. Now, I got 2 more minutes, so let me finish this story. Here's what happened. When I was growing up, I went through struggles. I went through difficulties. I wanted to give up. I felt bitter. I felt bad, but I was bold. I became better, and I prayed, and I found out that when I got into the district attorney's office, I was met with a case of a young man by the name of Lamont McIntyre who had spent 23 years in prison for a murder that he didn't get due process on. And he was awaiting 23 years because when he went in, I was 13 years old. But from 13, I'm almost finished. When I was 13 years old, he was going to prison, and it took 23 years for me to be bold, to get better, to get brilliant. You see where I'm going? And when I finally got there, I was able to get the key of justice and unlock the door of him being locked up. Why? Because our lives were tied together. Why are you bold? Why are you better? Because you are meant to help somebody. Do not stop right here. I'm happy you are graduating. I'm happy you did your thing, but your lives are tied to somebody else's life to give them purpose and to help them. So take all the tools that Grantham have given you and you turn around and you give it back to somebody else and you help bring somebody else up and you help encourage somebody else. But don't you stop. So congratulations, graduates, on your wonderful day.
I told you it was a party. That was fantastic, thank you. Now, to the reason we are all here, we are proud to present the undergraduate, graduate, and graduate candidates for each of our schools. We will go in order, starting with the associate and bachelor's degree candidates for each school, followed by the hooding of the master level candidates. The hooding ceremony is a special recognition for our master's degree candidates. During the ceremony, the dean of each candidate's respective college will place the master's hoods over the head of the graduate, signifying his or her success in completing the master's program. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. David Marker to come please forward and to present to the candidates for the College of Arts and Sciences, followed by the candidates for the Mark Skousen School of Business.
Joining me on the stage is Tina Freestone, the Associate Dean for the College of Arts and Sciences. Will the degree recipients in the College of Arts and Sciences please rise and come forward?
Perianna Brown. Ashley Marie Eichhoff, magna cum laude. Ettore DeRay Kearney. Brittany Laughlin. John Terry. Christina Lynn Young, magna cum laude. Joan Ziegler. You right there? Nadine Geralda Camille, magna cum laude. Christina Dietrich. Lakedra Hill. Jacob Anfison, summa cum laude. Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice. Jessica Leah Barrett. Maurice Chambliss. Michelle Evans, summa cum laude. Gregory Gustavus Finney, summa cum laude. Sharon Hansbrough. Janita Harris. James Jackson, summa cum laude. Stephen M. Marlin. Katie J. Phillips, magna cum laude. Brett Edwards. Candidates for Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts, Multidisciplinary Studies. Anthony T. Amos, cum laude. Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies. Sharmika Lachey Burks, summa cum laude. Todd Allen Edler Sr., summa cum laude. Lisa LaShawn Sam. Megan Jo Fish, summa cum laude. Erica LaShawn Tyson. Andrew Lee Johnson, cum laude. Douglas Allen LaRock II. Marcus Level, summa cum laude. Leslie Patrick Logan. Anthony J. Lundy, summa cum laude. Brian Mitchell McNeil, cum laude. Eric Roth, summa cum laude. Sonia Salazar, cum laude. Melanie Stevens, cum laude. Shanthini Taylor Dixon.
Congratulations to the College of Arts and Science degree recipients. You may be seated. You can stand again and sit again if you prefer. At this time, I'd like to invite Matthew Scheiger, the Associate Dean of the School of Business, to join me on the podium. Will the undergraduate and graduate degree recipients in the Mark Skousen School of Business please rise and come forward?
Yes, I do. Mark Skousen School of Business. Candidates for associate degrees: Associate of Arts, Business, Administration, and Management, Crystal Diane Bean, magna cum laude. Angela Bias, magna cum laude. Keela Dallas. Joshua William Edward Kidder, summa cum laude. Zangonil Cunningham Scarlett, cum laude. Associate of Arts, Business Management, Sandra D. Hall. Taryn Noel Hines, summa cum laude. Yes. Aja Hokit. Robert Jones. Candidates for bachelor's degrees: Bachelor of Business Administration, Financial Planning, Andrew D. Johnson, magna cum laude. Amanda Ray Davis. Bachelor of Business Administration, Human Resource Management, Michael Moten. Thank you. Vanya Yvonne Stevens. Anthony Yout. Samantha Hill, cum laude. Shakina Jennings. Joseph Edward Marker, summa cum laude. Crystal Chantil White. Amy Yunt, summa cum laude. Nicholas Baer. Benjamin Lewis Bridges, Sr. Kevin Holland, summa cum laude. Cheryl Diane Johnson, cum laude. Annette F. Jones, magna cum laude. Matthew David King, summa cum laude. Donald McLeod, summa cum laude. Jessica Ron, magna cum laude. Patrick Severson. Crystal Nicole Anderson. Basilisa Aravalo, cum laude. Yvonne Boriley. Stephen L. Cole, magna cum laude. Susan C. Dixon, magna cum laude. Sarah Griffin. Valerie J. Gwynn, summa cum laude. Gretchen Halden Tinkler. Carrie E. Harris, cum laude. Lysandra Johnson. Patricia Terry, cum laude. Mason Murphy. Stephanie Camille Poe, magna cum laude. Nathan L. Pruitt, Sr. Larry Richardson. Brandon Rocker. Ashley N. Smith. Rhonda L. Snyder, magna cum laude. Steve James Velos, summa cum laude. Chalice O. Honeycutt. Candidates for master's degrees. Master of Business Administration, Luis Enrique Amaya, with distinction. Mariana Boykins, with distinction. Brian Ways Bridgman, with distinction. Lindsey Bridgman, with distinction. Marcus Dwayne Brown. Robert Bursey. Eddie J. Clark, with distinction. Jasmine Coleman. Rachel Cologne Cerna, with distinction. Carrie Dozel. Joanna Garcia, with distinction. Donald Grantham, with distinction. Deja Holiday. Yes. Okay. Forrest Kemp, with distinction. Salisha Carul Thomas Landry. Calvin Lamar Lockwood, with distinction. Rafu Simonu, with distinction. John W. Lewis II, with distinction. Jacqueline Medina, with distinction. Marnisha Yushel Mintlow. Natasha Reed, with distinction. Stephanie Rose, with distinction. Deshonda Gilliam. Jason Schweers, cum laude. Rashida K. Shepard, with distinction. Tricia Seen, with distinction. Michael T. Smith, Sr., with distinction. Fran Smith Britt. There you go. Here we go. Calvin Maxwell Woods, with distinction. Master of Business Administration Information Management. Kevin Robert Carlton. Dana Edward Johnson. Maria Melgar, with distinction. Tessa Summers. Kim Balmores, with distinction. Tyrone M. Davis, Jr., with distinction. Got it. Hillary Leanne Eustace, with distinction. Tamika Renee Green. Kirk Kinnaman, with distinction. Renee Medina, with distinction. Sharon J. Bernard Mativa, with distinction. Okay, I got it. Terrence Marvin Moore. Kenneth Rice, with distinction. Amanda Aline Taylor. Kia Nicole Brooke Vass. John Wagner II, with distinction. Master of Science Performance Improvement, Matthew Beer. Amanda Bretting. Dietrich Clark. David Cozart, with distinction. David Crow. Josh Davis. LaFaro Miguel Evans, with distinction. Anthony A. Gibson. Janine Graham. Stephanie Jackson, with distinction. Monica Cherie Mitchell. Joel Rico, with distinction. April Lynn Sexton, with distinction. Michael Dwayne Smith, Jr., with distinction. Deborah Ann Torres, with distinction. Cedric Turner. LaPeachtris Lachey Turner.
Congratulations to the Mark Skousen School of Business degree recipients. Graduates, you may be seated at this time. At this time, Dr. Nancy Miller, the Dean, and Carl Hill, Chair, and Nancy Hill, Associate Chair, will present the undergraduate and graduate certificates for the College of Engineering and Computer Science.
Will the degree recipients in the College of Engineering and Computer Science please come forward? Erin Jo Norris. Jimmy Johnson. Alexis Nadine Sayavong. Candidates for Bachelor's of Science degree. Bachelor of Science, Computer Engineering, Jeremy Scott Lehman McNew, summa cum laude. Brent Willoughby, magna cum laude. Okay. John Edwards, summa cum laude. Bradley J.W. Potts III, magna cum laude. Claude J. Williams IV, cum laude. Nate Hicks. Calvin L. Howard Jr., summa cum laude. Brandy Nicole Mills, cum laude. Randy Allen Mills, cum laude. Warren Bueller. Gabriela Garcia. Nathan Hefter, summa cum laude. James Hubbard, cum laude. Dan Levy, cum laude. Enrique Mendoza. Nathan B. Osborne. Rico Sestoki, magna cum laude. Ida Marie Antoinette Edmonds, magna cum laude. Timothy John Hill. Alshon Perry. Brannon Vaughn, cum laude. Thomas Johnson III, cum laude. Stanley G. Holder, Jr. Teresa L. Hughes, with distinction. Carl Schmidt, with distinction. Melissa Waits, with distinction. Timothy James Sparrow, with distinction. Joshua Allen, with distinction. Ralph W. Keith, with distinction. Daniel Landry II. Timothy Wayne Lee, with distinction. Johnson Ono, with distinction. Rebecca J. Riddle, with distinction. Narissa Samuels, with distinction.
Congratulations to the College of Engineering Computer Science degree recipients. Graduates, yeah, let's give them a hand. Graduates, you may be seated. At this time, Dr. Cheryl Rules, Dean, and Pat Winberg, Chair, will present the undergraduate and graduate candidates for the College of Nursing and Allied Health.
We have the Chair of Nursing, Pat Winberg, and we have the Chair of Allied Health, Bubaka Villain, can join us on stage. They're pretty awesome. Will the degree recipients in the College of Nursing and Allied Health please come forward?
College of Nursing and Allied Health. Candidates for Associate of Applied Science. Associate of Applied Science, Medical Coding and Billing. Jade Anya Barger. Angela Sue Cantrell, summa cum laude. Paula Hartke, summa cum laude. Tiffany Nicole Jamerson. Shasta Page. Athena Reese. Natalie Ann Schwab, magna cum laude. Candidates for bachelor's degrees. Bachelor of Science, Health Systems. Christopher Price. Anita L. Smith. Jonathan LaShawn Turner. Master of Healthcare Administration. Reagan Daniela Amos. DeMarcus Terrell Bell, with distinction. Stephen Bassoni, magna cum laude. Candace Cervantes Sutherland. Cornelia Del Embry, with distinction. Latrice Hines Lamb, cum laude. Dwight Eisenhower Jr., with distinction. Tawana Johnson, with distinction. Devin J. Post, with distinction. Melissa Post, with distinction. Sarah M. Thompson, with distinction. Thetheus Okager White II, with distinction. Master of Science, Health Systems Management. Donette Cray, with distinction. Master of Science in Nursing, Nursing Education. Sarah Jenna, with distinction. Cameron L. Harris. Jennifer Lohman, with distinction. Amy Newbecker, with distinction. Master of Science in Nursing, Nursing Informatics. And Jeanette Bridges, with distinction. Nancy Rodriguez de Leon, with distinction. Mary Ann Yema Stevenson, with distinction. Lawrence E. Ekikide, with distinction.
Yes. Congratulations to the College of Nursing and Allied Health degree recipients. Graduates, you may be seated.
That's a lot of smiling. Dr. Merker, would you join me, please? Thank you. Yeah, we're good. So just, okay, good. We now invite Marcia Anderson and her daughter Charmaine Lewis to the stage to accept a diploma on behalf of Mr. Kevin Anderson, who passed away before completing his bachelor degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Management. You brought a picture. Thank you. Marcia, please accept our sincere condolences on your loss and honor all of us at Grantham University by accepting this diploma on behalf of Kevin. Can I hold this?
Thank you.
Dialogue. Yep, you good? Do you want me to keep this up here, or you want to? No. You can take it? Okay, good, thanks. Thank you, and God bless you and your family. Kevin was an exemplary student at Grantham, and if the circumstances had been different, would undoubtedly have attained his degree. At this time, will all graduates please rise? By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Grantham University, I confer upon each of you the degree for which you have been certified by the faculty, together with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Now, in keeping with tradition, undergraduates, you may move your tassel from right to left in recognition of your achievement. Congratulations to all of you on your success. Please be seated. As we all know, some of us all too well, life can throw us a curveball and we just can't avoid sometimes. Our alumni speaker and Distance Education Accrediting Commission, or DEAC, outstanding graduate Gary Steingard is unable to be here today due to circumstances beyond his control. So, it is only fitting, as we are gathered here today in the magnificent theater in the Kauffman Center of the Performing Arts, as they say in theater, the show must go on. At this time, I would like to ask retired Army Major Harry Dodson to come forward for our special military recognition.
Thank you. Pardon me. As many of you are aware, Grantham's founder, Donald Grantham, was a military veteran who wanted to ensure his fellow veterans had the opportunity to pursue the education they needed for success after the military life. That said, our student base has always had a very large military presence. Even today, about half, as you probably noticed, of our students serve on active duty or veterans in the armed forces. As you look around today, many of your fellow graduates are part of this honored group and have been given a special cord to wear to signify their military service. At this time, I'd like to recognize all of our active duty and veteran graduates. If you have on a red, white, blue tassel cord as part of your regalia, will you please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. Army. Army. Now I ask that if we have any military spouses in the audience, to please rise so we can appreciate your contribution and the support you have made. And for the Grantham faculty and staff, whether you're on stage or in the audience, if you've served in the military, please stand so you can be recognized. And finally, if there are any guests with us today who have served, I would ask that you stand so you can be recognized. Finally, if there's anyone here today who served in Vietnam, I would just like to say, welcome home. At this time, I would like to introduce someone to you who has served in the U.S. Army for over 30 years and is also a Grantham graduate. Retired Command Sergeant Major Lindsey Streeter is now a member of the university's Board of Governors and is a great example of the success he has had in transitioning from military life to civilian life. He is currently a Vice President of Military and Veterans Affairs for the Bank of America, and we're delighted to have him here with us today. Command Sergeant Major Streeter will take it from here.
Okay. Thank you, Harry. My Army buddies, I say hooah. Hello, graduates. What a day it is for all of you, and congratulations. It's been said that that a command sergeant major with a microphone is a little bit worse than a Pentecostal preacher can be. We're gonna keep this thing in decency and in order today. As many of you in attendance here today are undoubtedly aware, there's a closely held, long-standing military tradition of coining in recognition for hard work and excellence that an individual has displayed. For those of you that are not familiar with this tradition, the true history of the challenge coin dates back to World War I, when an American pilot was shot down and captured in Germany. While escaping from the grasp of the Germans, the pilot made his way to France, where they believed he was a spy and sentenced him to be executed. To prove his identity and save his life, he revealed a bronze medallion with this flying squadron's emblem, confirming that he was an American pilot. The French spared his life that day and celebrated by giving him a bottle of wine. After this incident, it became a tradition that all members of the squadron carried their medallion, sparkling challenge coins, to become a trademark of military tradition and pride. At this time, I'd like to ask Army veteran, Andrew Johnson to please join me on stage. Drew, or Big Drew, as I call him, has just been recognized by receiving his bachelor's degree in multidisciplinary studies with honors. He will also be starting his Master's of Leadership program soon. He was wounded while serving in an Army Special Operations unit. But if that sacrifice while serving his country wasn't enough, Drew heard the preacher man. He began to devote his time to being the primary caregiver to his best friend and Army buddy, Ignacio, who was paralyzed in a vehicle rollover accident while deployed to Afghanistan and is now quadriplegic. Drew even took the necessary medical training required to provide the care that his friend will need. His help for Ignacio, he's helped Ignacio attend his physical therapy sessions and even taught him how to drive, and still managed to earn his degree from Grantham. Drew is the personification of a lifelong bond of brotherhood that all military members share after serving together. He's also a true example of perseverance, pushing through his own struggles and obstacles to achieve his objective, and stands here today in front of you as a college graduate. To Drew, today we honor you as a shining example of military virtue and brotherhood. Drew, I would like to take this opportunity to present the special coin to you in appreciation for all that you do now, have done for our country and others, and as you continue to uphold the values of the armed forces. You're an inspiration to us veterans and others as they transition from their military responsibilities to civilian lives. We should all strive to be like Drew. Drew, get off the stage before you make the Sergeant Major cry. Get on out of here. Okay. So you got the mic now.
One last piece of business. At this time, I would like to ask Lieutenant General Rame and Dr. Petroy to come forward. On behalf of the university, we just want to recognize both of you for your contributions, both to the university and to the nation and our community through your service here in higher education and in the armed forces.
Now it is my honor to ask Dr. Petroy and Dr. Ruse to return to the podium to present this year's Outstanding Faculty Member Award. Thank you.
I got a coin.
Are you going to read this or am I?
I got it.
We could probably just wing it. One more thing. Our faculty are an important and vital part of all that we do. We take great pride in recognizing their achievements as well. It is with great honor that I present our 2019 Outstanding Faculty Member of the Year Award to Susan Troll in recognition of her continued support of our students, as well as her contributions to the College of Nursing and Allied Health. We thank you for all that you do, Susan. You're just awesome, Susan. I don't suppose you're going to say anything to anybody, are you? No. Nothing? Nothing? No. Can you wave?
Come take a picture. Okay. Before we officially conclude today's ceremony, I wanted to leave you with one more thought. To commence is to begin. Your degree is a license to keep growing and moving forward. And I encourage you to view your degree as the beginning of a lifelong journey. We are all wearing traditional academic regalia because this is a true ceremony of initiation. It is that important that we use our clothing as a part of the symbolism of this rite of passage. I challenge you to consider your education as a continuous journey. I want each of you to take this wonderful milestone and build upon this achievement and keep building and pay it forward. Initiate something wonderful. Create positive change in the world, in your home or workplace. Encourage others to advance their own lives and be at their best by earning their education. Make an impact and come back for more. Remember, you are part of the Grantham family, and we care about you, and we want to hear from you. We want to see you reach the highest pillars of success, personally, professionally, and educationally. Graduates, I am so excited for what the future holds for each of you. Go forward and spread the energy you have today. Just as with any ceremony, there is a special order to exit. Our Mace Bearer, Pat Winberg, will lead the stage party and faculty out of the auditorium. Then, all of the graduates will follow behind and go directly outside as you leave the theater so that we can take a quick group photo with the whole graduating class of our Grantham University faculty and stage party. During the time they are exiting, I would ask the rest of our guests remain seating. After they have left the room, you may exit next and join your graduates at the reception right outside in the lobby. Thank you for your patience and for remaining seated. And thank you all for making this such a special day. Remember, this is the beginning. Go do amazing things. And as we say in Italian, andiamo. Let's go.
Celebration to last throughout the year. Bring your good times, bring your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate this party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Gonna celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Oh yeah, congratulations. Celebrate good times, come on. Celebrate good times, come on. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate, it's alright, baby. We're gonna have a good time tonight, yeah, party time. Celebrate, it's alright, oh. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate, it's alright, baby. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate, it's alright. Max Berry on the guitar. Party going on right here. Celebration lasts throughout the year. Times and your laughter time. It's alright, baby. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna have a good time tonight. It's party time. It's alright. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time tonight. It's party time. It's alright. All right. Looking at the devil, grinning at his gun. Fingers start shaking, baby. Yeah, I begin to run. Bullets start to chase him. Hey, yeah, I could never stop. We begin to wrestle, child. Whoa, sometimes I want to thank you for letting me be myself again. Thank you for letting me be myself again. Mr. Ricky Ord, come on, get funky, get funky. Dance to the music all night long. Everyday people, yeah, got to sing a simple song. Thank you for the party, yeah. I could never stay. Many things are on my mind, yeah, yeah, yeah. All the words in the way. I want to thank you for letting me be myself again. That's right, come on, come on. Thank you for letting me be myself again. Denny Osborne, come on. Flaming eyes of people fear burning into you. Many men are missing much, hating what they do. Using truth, I'm making love, dying for a start. Dying young is hard to take.